I was like, yeah, he knows what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but he knows. So I'm gonna just let him do him. Hope, hope and pray for the best.
All right, we in there. Oh dang, I can't use my dang phone. Oh,
You done picked all
I
your
can't.
props?
I can't. No, heck no. I only got 2. Gotta get 18 more.
Man,
But
by the time you pick these things, man, the game's gonna be over.
the games will be on. They're like 9
No, they won't
hours.
be on. They will be on and have turned off. They
Word,
will be on and off again.
word. Got it.
My dude.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a way faster car.
So you gonna hop into yourself a way faster car? And
Yeah,
life's gonna be on easy street for a little bit.
For who?
Okay. You're playing Turismo, you know how it go.
Oh.
Turismo, you cheat because you'll look at the class, you be like, yeah, I can slip this car in there.
No, and then everybody be in the same car you be in.
Yeah, I used to run
No,
the
that ain't
Super
how it
every
works.
day,
You're
all
gonna be
day.
10 cars in the next grade.
I'd run the Super, and it's in real talk. The RX-7's way better than the Super.
But I'm saying you'll be spanking cars for a little bit.
Yeah,
Because-
until you get to a new class.
Because you'll be until you change class, and then when you change class, all them cars are gonna be like your car.
Yeah, then all them cars are gonna be.
It ain't gonna be none of that.
Yeah, you're gonna be in your nice little Supra, while they in their nice little McLaren. And you're gonna be like, why are they dipping out on me? What's the rush?
I have seen that before.
I'm sure. If you played that game, you certainly have seen it. All right. Where we
Good
at?
choice.
Where we at? Where we at? Where we going to next? Are we still
Dang,
messing
man,
around with the
you got
Saints game?
1.5. You spent $5 million already, or half a mil?
Yep.
Look,
Well, what?
are we still on Saints props? We already got David Montgomery. We got Jamar Gibbs.
Yeah, man, I ain't even. Yeah,
Kamara.
nah.
You ain't put nothing in.
Nah, bro, you not even paying
I
attention.
am paying attention.
Gang.
You need to. you need to pay attention to what you're doing. You the one over here retrying on the races,
Oh,
man.
God,
Watch
I
yourself. Watch yourself, homie. This ain't nothing to play.
Oh, I don't like you.
Hold on a second. I gotta use the bathroom. But yeah, I'm paying attention. I'm listening to what you're saying, but I'm not making those props, if you will.
Yeah, don't.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's the first thing I put on the description, man. Do not follow me. I'm not the dude to follow.
A pick of all the 1 p.m. games and then a pick of all the 4 p.m. games. All the day.
There you go.
Let me just say that.
There you go. All right, Jeb, where we at? We basically we've gotten through pretty much Detroit, and we got through the Detroit Saints game.
Yeah.
These are all 1 p.m. games. Let's cover all the 1 p.m. games. What's the next game that we want to hit? Because let's find the onslaughts. Let's find the easy picks. We got, we got the Cards and the Steelers. We know who's winning there. We can go check the money lines and everything to confirm it, but we know what's happening there. So what's happening there, Jeff? Go ahead.
With the Cards and Steelers?
Yeah, who's winning? Cards or Steelers?
Steelers got that.
Steelers got that? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. You knew it. Look, one day you're not going to be in an apartment. You're going to still be complaining about the noise. Did you put the note up there? Well, go put it up there. It's the perfect time.
Hey, man.
Let me see it. All right, so Jeff, how much are they going to win by? How much are the Steelers going to win by?
I mean, I don't know though, because Kyler Murray's back, but they ain't got no defense.
They don't have any defense. All they got is a receiver. Like, what is it? 2 receivers or a receiver and a running back?
Yeah, and Kyler, and that's
it.
That's
it.
But it's like, oh no, though, man.
I mean, but it's Pittsburgh. It's not Pittsburgh ain't doing too hot either. What's his name? The quarterback over there. He's not.
Kenny Pickett. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Pickett's not. I mean, if Kyler Murray was on in Pickett's place, we know who's winning for sure.
Oh yeah.
You know, the only reason why the Cards look bad is because Pickett ain't been there all season.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Is it going to be a touchdown, 2 touchdowns?
I'd say maybe 2. I don't know though, because it might be closer than what people think it might be.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll definitely be within a touchdown, not a field goal. That's what I think.
Can see that.
Okay, so I'm going to read out the money line to you, or not the spread. The spread. I'm going to read the spread to you. Basically, Pittsburgh by basically a touchdown. But when it comes to the over/under, Pittsburgh is 20% on hitting their over. Like they never hit their over. They always go under. And with the Cards, always hit their over.
Oh, great!
Pretty much.
This is great numbers game.
The Cards hit their over more than half of the time, but the Cards are going to lose.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm seeing. But you know, we're not looking at that. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? We're looking at players, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead first. Let's take a look at the quarterbacks, man, because we know Kyler's going to run on them. We know this. We know Kyler's going to run on them. Kyler's going to run on them. How much is he going to run on them?
I don't know though. Depends on who's in the game, who's hurt, and who's not.
Let's go check out the injury reports. Okay, so for the Cards, Joey Blunt's out, Marquise Brown.
Oh yeah.
Just saying that says Kyler is going to be running more.
Oh yeah. Done deal. Cardinals definitely losing about like touchdown, maybe 2. They ain't got no other receivers for real.
Right. And then Kyler, and we're talking defense or offense too. Basically lines. Rashad Fenton, he's out. The cornerback. Pat Eflin on the line, and then LJ Collier, he's on reserve too.
So Kyle Murray gonna hit his
he's gonna hit his props. Kyler Murray, he's known for being accurate and running. He's a safe Mac Vick, if you will. You know, because Vic could get sporadic.
Last week.
Who, Kyler?
That's what the stats are saying here, right?
No, look at him. Kyler is gonna get it on you, bro. Try and close that pocket on him. He knows what to do. Your best bet is leave him there because he has no weapons. But they're not gonna do that. They're gonna go for the sack. He's gonna run.
So you think he's gonna get over?
Oh, come on, bro.
Easily.
Over what?
The line is at 27.5 for rushing yards. Seeing his smart guy just popped in and was like, he heard the conversation and just kind of, dipped in there. Dipped it in like French au jus.
How are you looking at these props you're picking? Are you just going to each game and then
I go to each game?
Like, okay, let's look at this game, and then you look at the very first prop that they put up there, like who's
No, I go to the games, I go to the obvious. Like when I'm looking at my props, I literally go, where's the blowout at? Which isn't what you
Where's the blowout game?
Yeah, where's the game where we're sure who's gonna win and who's gonna lose? And then we're gonna go look at the players because who's gonna do good and who's gonna do bad, basically. That's the obviouses. You know what I mean? Like right now, we know that Josh Allen, he didn't do good against Philly. He choked. That dude did the choke when the pressure was up a couple of times.
Yeah.
So when he sees Hurts again, he better. You know what I mean? I don't want to say what I want to really say because we're streaming, but he better bring his A game.
So Kyler's gonna have to run.
Of course.
Yeah.
He ain't got no choice but to run.
Right. Now, what we're asking is the defense going to be ready for that? Let's go check and see Let's go check and see. Because really, right now, we're talking. We already know. Pickett, he's not that great of a quarterback. Kyler's way better caliber quarterback, at least in our minds. But Kyler doesn't have the weapons. While Pickett doesn't have necessarily great weapons, he's probably got more than Kyler.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
really, it's coming down to defense, and we all know the saying: defense wins games. Everyone knows this. This is in any sport.
Wait, what are you looking at? You're looking at the Saints, man.
I am, but I'm about to go to where we're talking about, man. Let me go ahead. Let's go. We're gonna go to the Steelers and we're gonna check their defense because that's the team that they're gonna win the game. Steelers defense should win this game. If they want to win, the Steelers defense has to step up. So we're gonna go look and see where the Steelers defense is ranked. All right.
the first 3 so far. Yeah.
You know, let me do this. It's an easy way.
Not even gaining on it.
Ranking. Stats, team stats. We're looking at. Excuse me. There's my total defense. Total defense. And let's go based on. Because under total defense, we got opponents' yards per game, plays per game, 8 yards per play. I think really, what stat would you suggest, Jeff? If we're looking at the Steelers' defense based on the Cardinals, why did I want to say Phoenix? I don't know why. Anyway, but based on the Cardinals' offense and the Steelers' defense, what stat would we want to look at for the defense? Would we want to look at the opponent's yards per game, the opponent's plays per game?
I'm guessing yards per game as well as yards per play.
Jeb?
Like all these stats, you're probably going to count. A lot of them are going to count.
Jeb? Yeah, they are. Jeb, what do you think?
Yards per game.
Yards per game. Okay, so we're going to look at yards per game. We're going to see how Pittsburgh holds up. Pittsburgh is 25th. They give up 354 yards. Let's see where that comes from. It's probably obviously the air. I'm going to go look into team stats. And we're going to go look into overall statistics on the Pittsburgh defense and the opponent's yards per game for passing is 236. So people can run on them. So that sounds like to me that Kyler might have a field day because they give up 118 yards per game. We think Kyler's going to get that because Kyler, based on Outlier, says he averages about 27 yards, 28 yards when he's running.
28 yards a game.
Running. So is he going to run more this season or this game?
I mean,
he has to.
He's set up to. Right.
Yeah. We look at it. He runs when he has to. He takes full advantage of it.
Right.
And
so he's probably gonna get more than 28.
Sounds like it. I'm gonna say he's getting more than 28. We're gonna stick with that. We'll see if that's a prop. Okay. Check. Let's see if they even got Kyler on here. I mean, messed up. This is happening. Dumb. Okay, anybody. 27.5 rushing yards, right on cue. We think he's going to get more. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with that prop.
Freak, I can't crash.
There's not much over there. Also, we got Trey McBride, the tight end. We got and Connor. And if we're rushing, Connor's going to put up some yards too, because obviously they can get some rushing yards against him. And we already know they don't have the passing weapons that they need. We don't have the receivers that we need for Arizona. as in with it over here on Pittsburgh, and so now let's go check Arizona's defense, because Pittsburgh has plenty of offensive weapons as far as passing game goes, based on drives, props they're offering us. There's like 2 receivers and a tight end over there. So Arizona Cardinals defense. I want to see where they're ranked. Hold on. That's ranked by passing defense. Excuse me. Opponent's yards per games. Arizona they're not too bad. They're 15. They only give up 218 in the air. They give up less than Pittsburgh does. Wonder why that is. Who they got over there? You know? So yeah, they got their defense steps up. They got a good shot at this game. If their defense, yeah, if Pittsburgh's defense can hold, excuse me, not Pittsburgh, Arizona, if Arizona's defense can hold Pittsburgh's offense to under 20 points,
just the top 3.
20 points and under, if Pittsburgh doesn't make over 20 points, they're probably going to lose this game. If Pittsburgh does not get a touchdown over, if they don't get 4 touchdowns, they're not going to win.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let's go see the likelihood. Let's go see.
Yeah, you definitely.
It's been a while.
I'll put an E and A.
Right.
That's right. I'm spelling it right. Okay, so Pittsburgh usually give about 2 touchdowns per game. This is going to be a fun one to watch. This is going to be like, you play that fail music song, that fail music, and fail videos. Should be playing that the whole game. So they usually only get 2 touchdowns per game. Let's see how many Arizona gets. We should fly out to Arizona and go watch a. Oh wow, this is going to be a close game. What is the? They usually get 2 touchdowns too, 2.115. Wow, Pittsburgh gets like 2 and something else. Let's see. It's supposed to be a difference of a touchdown. And so what's the over under? 41. So yeah, that's about right. It sounds like 41 points. Run that, split that in half. That seems like each team might get up to 4 touchdowns. Who's going to get the 4 touchdowns first? Cards or Pittsburgh? You know what I mean? One of them's going to have more than the other. So one's going to have 3 touchdowns. The other one's going to have 4. I'm by myself.
No, I'm thinking.
Is this live? It's live.
It's live, man.
Oh no.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we're live.
I think I might have to go with the Steelers because, like I said, they got more offensive weapons. They got choice pickers.
that's what the books say.
Yeah,
That's what the books say. But do we even think that these 2 teams are going to combined make 4 touchdowns?
Combined to get 4?
Yeah. Are we going to see 42 points between both teams?
I mean, dang, that's a tough one. They can do it. What you said, 4 touchdowns?
Yeah. Are the Cards and the Steelers going to put up 2 apiece?
2 touchdowns, right?
Right.
I know it's possible, but it's like, can I really see it?
No. Right. I'm with you on that. I don't see it.
But can it happen? All the way.
All the way. All the way. That definitely means to me Kyler Murray's running in one of them. In my mind.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray's running in at least one of them. Where is Kyler? Did I already put that pick in? I did not.
Hey.
I know I didn't. We get down there. Gotta be a quicker way. Yeah, okay. I already took Kyler for over 27. And he also has a prop for over 207. Over 207. If you're gonna take the over 207 passing yards. So who's gonna be his receiver? You know what I mean? Obviously it's gonna be Trey McBride, which isn't bad. Trey McBride, he does this thing. And I don't know about Connor, I haven't paid attention to him. But Pittsburgh side, I can't even pronounce this dude's last name. Pat Faramoth. We got George Pickens. We got Dante Johnson, and we also have Najee Harris. And that's a big threat.
I can see the Steelers scoring a touchdown.
That's I don't know. Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren, which I have him on another prop. They're threats. Well, one or both have to show up to this game. But Kenny Pickett, his props are, over 195 passing yards, over 100, not 196 or over. And then he also has a prop of basically 9 yards rushing. Is he going to run? You think? I think he would. I think he would get ballsy and run against these guys because he knows. Let's go check. Arizona's rush defense. Arizona's rushing defense, they give up 140 yards. Yeah, he's probably going to take off out of the pocket. Let's see here. Just said his name, can't even think of it. Kenny. I don't want to say it because, they're both Kenny and Kyler. Kenny and Kyler.
We're related?
No. Pickett rushes per game. Let's go see. Let's go see how many rushes per game. He usually rushes 3 times. He's rushed 3 times in his career, so he ain't running out the pocket. What am I saying? He ain't running out the pocket. He's sitting there. And he averages 4 yards. So is he going to leave the pocket twice? No. I'm going to take Kenny Pickett on the under in the rushings. I really want to do that. But that sounds like my downfall. Because I've already taken Jaylen Warren on another prop. So let's go see Kenny Pickett pass yards per game. It's the other prop for him. He's going to run. Usually gets 180. And let's see, outlier is going to say player props. Passing yards. They're going to go to Kyler Murray, not Kenny Pickett. But let's go look at the EV. Look at the EV. Oh, I don't want to look at the EV just yet. I'll look at it in a second. Let's see. Pass yards. Look at pass yards. So, 80% chance, 80% of the time he's going under, based on the last 5 games. And Fat Muse says he gets 181. He's been averaging 181. Sounds like the prop to me. He's going up against a weaker team. He may do better. And it's just 195. Is he gonna go? Is he gonna get 200 yards? Basically, is he gonna get 15 more yards than he normally does in passing? I think he would get more in rushing than he would in passing.
You're already not thinking.
So I don't know. Let me go look something. Right here. I'll go look at all his. He's broke over 200 this season. Broke over 200 in the last game when he won against Cincinnati. One of the best defenses. We'll probably go over in passing yards against one of the middle defenses. You know, Arizona's middle of the pack. Cleveland's number 1, and he still put up 200 yards passing, and they usually only give up 140. Yeah, I think that he's going to go over on that. That's going to be my bet. And I'm going to move on.
I want to check the pass defense on Arizona though.
Nah, I'm looking at it now. The pass defense on Arizona, they usually give up 218.
Right. Okay, I get what you're saying. So he's definitely good for 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So long as he wants to throw it.
If he wants to throw it. But he may take off in the pocket. He's only done it 3 times in his career. He may do it 3 times in this game alone. Let's watch that. Let's watch that game. See if he does. See if he runs 3 times. But I think he's going to get over 200. Really, I feel like I'm not really 100% comfortable with that. I'd rather take another prop. I'd rather go with one of the rushers. Like I'd rather go with Jaylen Warren, which I've already picked on another entry. I've taken Jaylen Warren against Arizona. I think he's going under. This might be an opportunity to take him on the over. It definitely is. But let's go see. Look at that.
What did you place Jalen in this race?
I thought you go like 4th. Just intermediate. 4th or 5th.
It's the first race for me.
Okay, so going over, he has a 60% chance going over.
Mm-hmm.
So he's more likely to go over than not.
Yeah, but it's still pretty middle. Let's go. Like I said, when it came to that, better than Pickett's. Is that better than Pickett's passing yards chance? No, he's got an 80% chance of going under and 20% chance of going over. Yeah, so that's better. He's going to go over, obviously. So just take Kyler Warren to go over. That means that I'll lose another prop, another bet. Who cares? That's an arbitrage. Besides, I'm trying to get this money out, and if I lose them all, then I lose them all, and then that means I should really not do this at all. That's really means. Exactly what it means. But I'm picking Kyler and Jaylen Warren over in rushings. Okay. We ain't even made a little dent in all this. At least I have. In fact, this stream won't even go all the way, as long as I would really want it to go through all of it. Pick all these 20 props to see how many do I got currently. Entry wise, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm saying I'm gonna put up another 16. All right, let's run through this. All right, next game. We have other props. Oh, we got Atlanta and the Jets. It's going to be a close one. Under 35 points. Atlanta by a field goal. Atlanta, no, excuse me. The Jets by a field goal. That's what it's basically saying.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right, so we'll go with we'll start with passing. It's an easy prop to get. It doesn't really look too good because we got Desmond and Tim Boyle. Desmond Ryder and Tim Boyle, and they're both under 200 right now. They both look like they're just gonna go under 200. But Desmond has positive EV, so he might turn up. Is what they're saying.
He's been known to turn up.
Bump it. Let's go with him. What do you think? You think he'll, Jeff? Do you think that it did?
He's about past that.
Oh, what do you think? You think he's gonna turn up?
I'm not a big fan of Ridley. To be honest.
Yeah, it's super early in the morning.
Yeah,
We're gonna cut this short. Well, show. Put it on the over. I'm gonna look at the other line. They were on the over. 60% chance to go over. Positive EVs on the under. Only 2%, basically. But the over says that's more than likely what he's gonna do. The last 10 games he's done that 60% of the time he's gone over. Which is what I was, comfy with, so I'll go with that. As far as the Jets, man, what else gonna be? Got Garrett Wilson, 10 yards receiving. We'll check him out. He's gonna get more than 10 yards receiving. Look at receiving props, receiving yards here. All the players. Where you at, Timothy? Missed you somewhere. Oh my gosh. Jeremy Ruckert, not Timmy. My gosh, yeah, I need to get some rest. Jeremy Ruckert, is he going to go over or under? He has a 6% chance to go under. 40% chance to go over. Doesn't sound good. But last 10 games, he's gone 70% of the time he's gone over. They don't have a head-to-head. Ain't passing to him. That might be a weapon for them. Odd reason, I feel they're going to throw it to him for more than 10 yards. Like, they'll give him one shot, and he'll get over 10 yards. What I'm thinking. Let's go. A major receiver, Garrett Wilson. Oops. I know. Garrett Wilson on the over, 60% chance. I kind of like that. And a 40% chance of going under, obviously. Lots of 51.5, 53% chance he's gonna. The heck? Gonna do that. This. Yeah, he's going over. Yeah, he's definitely going over. All right. What was that? Okay, we're at 5. Gosh, I really don't want to. You can pick more props from that game. Good. And we got the Colts and wow, these are some pretty. Colts and Titans. Titans are going to win this. No, they're not. Based on
Yeah, that's really anybody's game, but I'm leaning toward the Colts right now.
yeah, Colts look really good based on stats. Alternate spread.
Yeah, they're just like a midfield team. They could
Yeah,
beat. They really
Colts.
could beat anybody, but
Colts all day. What's looking like alternate props and ultimate spreads. Huh. Colts all day. Who's on the Colts is gonna bring them through? Minshew. Wait, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Go look up Minshew. He's like not the greatest, but in passing, really, we're gonna look at passing. Passing, receiving, rushing. That's pretty much the props you should be looking at. Actually, let me go set that up now. Passing, receiving yards, rushing yards. Those are the props we know they're going to have on this app. Hold on a second.
mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, you're looking at the screen. Oh, got a 70% chance of going under all day for the last 10 games. 60% chance in the last 5 games. And it says a 53% implied odds for him to go under for passing yards, 2 for rushing. But wow, 56% he's going to go over in rushing. Let's see if that's it. Right. Are you even in here?
Who?
Me. I'm talking about Gardner as far as his prop. Because they don't have a lot. That's why I said I want to just knock them out. It's not. This is not a fun app. And that's why I'm kind of slick streaming it. I'm like, yo, who would do this to? Wow, does he? Serious? Here we go. All right. Nope, he's not in there. That's what I thought. Wow, it didn't surprise me at all. Didn't surprise me. Like I say, is he even in there? Okay, so he's not a prop on this app, which he should be. He's a quarterback. He's gonna play. All they got is the running backs, the 3 wide receivers. So who's gonna be there tomorrow? Alex Pierce, Josh Downs. Let's go check and see. Looks like Josh Downs is a heavy user. Like they use him a lot. doesn't look too great. 60% on the last 5 games on the under and 40% on the over. They have the longest reception. Longest reception is 18 yards. I don't even know. Let me go check and see. Because I still want to take that. So he's not going to go over that. 18 yards. Then watch him catch it and run all the way to the touchdown. Probably going around. Josh Downs has made the most receptions in a game this season. It's the Ravens with 8 receptions. I want to know his longest, though. He did a good job. It's the Browns. You'll see. I can go to ChatGPT. Are they giving me college stats? As long as 59. What game was that in? Okay, so he's gone over at 18. 1, 2, 3, 4 times this year. 3 of them he was overseas. So but yeah, he does average 11. So let's see. Averaging 14. He might be the dude that I might take him on the over, but reception 30, he gets targeted a lot. He averages 46. Well, that's in the 51. But yeah, they got his number spot on. That's like not really a great prop there. Look up Alex Pierce. $60 on the over, 40 on the under, 40% on the under. And they really bring them out when they're got good teams they're playing against. Why is that? Not that I need to do that. I think he'll probably end up. Okay, we're gonna go with Pittman. Because obviously he's probably the name brand dude. It's funny because a lot of these names are familiar to me. Some are in some ways, but not really. Michael Pittman Jr. He usually goes over 60% of the time. He has a 54% chance in implied odds of going under. That's where it looks like it's going to be. About half and half. Go over and under. That's on the last 10 games. Head to head. Gone under.
Pittman?
Sorry?
Talking about Pittman?
Yeah, Pittman. He's gone under more than he's gone over. I mean, it's a turnaround game for him. But he has been doing good the last 2 weeks. He's been going over. He's been doing nothing but going up. And that's against the Saints, Carolina, bad teams, New England, bad team, Tampa Bay. I wouldn't say too bad, but now it makes me want to check something. I didn't mean to leave ESPN. Okay, so Tampa Bay, they're pretty much trash. New England, they're even worse. Yeah, so it looks like he's on the up. Yeah, he's pretty much on the up. Yeah, I like Josh Downs or Josh. Yeah, not Josh Downs. Pittman. What am I looking at? Josh Downs. Right. Yeah, Pittman's been on the up. Not like the Titans are really bad. They're not great, but yards, he's got 52. Only 5 receptions. So if they use him more, which they have been, he'll get over that. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with Pittman on the over. And the Titans, we got Spears. Oh, we got Derrick Henry. Not going to take his reception yards. Reception and rushing yards. I think he'll probably hit that. That's the guy I'm going to look at is Henry. 60%. He's gone over. Head to head, he's got 80%. Yeah, that sounds pretty obvious. And the implied odds, the implied odds, 56% implied odds that he's going to go over 62.5 yards rushing against Tennessee. Something tells me take the under, though.
Don't want to go with your gut.
He's been doing good. He didn't do too well against Tampa Bay. He didn't do too well against the Jaguars. He did good against Carolina. Told me to go with my gut. So I'm going to go under 79. 79 rushing receiving yards because they don't have his rushing yards. But if they use him for rushing and receiving, might wear that dude out. For rushing alone, you can get at least 60-something yards. They throw to him and he rushes, he's going to go over. So let's see how much uses he gets. Let's see. Last name, Derek what? Derek. Henry.
Man, only the 7th.
What's up?
Filling out this race.
Oh, you playing?
Playing Gran Turismo.
He usually gets
trying to place higher in Jevin in this race. I'm surprised you can't hear it. You don't hear an echo?
Yeah, I did hear it. They run him.
I might just do the mic headphone setup on Good God Tanisha. Instead of gaming earbuds.
Yeah, he's going to go over. What did I say before? I think he would go under.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm going to stick with the under. But I really think he's going to go over. Now that I'm really looking at stats. Because just running alone, he might go over that stat. Rushing yards per game, he's usually depends basically. If he gets the ball, he gets about 18 on average, they said. I think that's what StatMuse said. Yeah, 17. But if he gets about 20, he's going to get it. Which honestly, I think they'll do that. They don't have that rushing prop, so yeah, they're trying to push you toward the rushing and receiving because he may get just the rushing and receiving alone in rushing. So just say he does. All right. Then we'll run through a couple more games, and I'm going to end this and call it a day. So obviously, I can't. Let's see how many. I wanted to put up 20. Sorry if anybody's watching this. I'm not reading my chat right now. I can't because I'm using my phone. I wanted to put 20 in, but I will. Let's see. 1, 4, 5, 6. So let's do 4 more. Call it. I don't even know if I can stay up for 4 more at this rate. Oh,
He's pulling away. What is he in?
you playing online or is this a?
No.
Yeah.
What the crap?
We're going Miami versus Washington. It's pretty much a no-brainer. Let's go ahead and look at Tua. Let's first go to
On
Tua.
top.
Yeah, and we know that's gonna happen. Last 5 games, 60%. He's gone over this 300 yards per game. That's insane. I don't know if they'll keep him there that long because if it's a blowout, they'll pull him out. 51% implied odds, but over in rushing, 53%, 3.5 yards. I kind of like that prop. He's done that 60% of the time. Do they have that prop? They probably don't even have Tua in this app. This is a trash app. It really is. Most players have on average 3 props per player. Most of the time it's like 2. This is a pretty trash app. Trash app. There's got to be a faster way to search this. Gotta be. Can't do that. They gotta have Tua. They gotta have Tua. Gotta have Tua. Where are you, Tua? Come on. Wow. They don't have Tua. That is insane. Huh. They don't have Tua. They do not have Tua. And this is how you know it's a trash app because it does not just football, it does basketball and hockey, but they don't even have the hockey lines out or the basketball lines out. They don't even have Tua. It's a prop. They don't have, as far as I'm seeing, they don't have any Miami. This is insane. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go on Google and give you guys a 1 star. Well, show. I'm gonna go check and see what they think. Right, right now. Four-star review. When did this come out? Let's go see. Come out. Gotta be fake reviews. Oh, last month. Last month. So they're just getting their work together. They may. I doubt they're gonna live. No, I wouldn't suggest it if anybody's been playing with props. I would not suggest this app. I mean, look at the props they got. I'm in here trying to clear out my money and my bonus because they don't have any props, man. And they don't even. I'm sure they don't have Miami in here because they know it's a blowout game. Go see Chargers Patriots. We have those guys in here. I'm pretty sure I've seen some Patriots and some Chargers in there. They do have San Fran. Those Chargers. Wow. Have any Patriots? Yes, they do. Okay. All right. So, woof, like, I sweat off my brow.
A little bit, right?
Yeah. They got Will Levis. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Longest completion, 33 yards. They're going against. Let's see. So let's go look and see how that game prop looks. Not game prop, but the game spread. It looks like Denver's going to lose. No, sorry, not Denver. Um, it looks like New England's going to lose. That's what I thought. Chargers would be over by a touchdown, basically. So let's go check and see. This guy's name. Levis? No. Levis is for Tennessee. Who am I looking at there? Zappy? Bailey Zappi? Okay, he has better. He has 180, basically 182. His passing yards and a long of 31. Let's see. Be at the bottom, obviously. I can't. He's not in here. Yeah, he's there. Okay. There. Whoa. He's, he's just getting in the game. He ain't played. It's like, no, he hasn't played. He's never gone over 180 something yards. He's never gone over 185. There's a 0% chance of going over. Sounds like a no-brainer. What's the game say? Yeah. You're gonna lose, Chargers. Yeah, why not? Heck, trying to get up out of here. But they got him at 181. You can't get 188. It's long. Will we get that long? I kind of want to. That's such an easy prop. Not long. I don't have it for any rushing. Barry Sapp's longest pass. Not in here. Huh. Do we have anything on Bailey's app? Okay, we do. Just started playing last week. He's starting. For low-scoring games, 6-10. He lost, 6-10 Indiana, and then 7-10 against the Giants. He only put up passing yards. It's like he came in the middle of the game. Got intercepted twice. Got intercepted every time he played. His longest was 15-11. Like, I don't think he's going to get that unless he gets really lucky. Total yards 79 for this year. This is crazy. Let me just take that prop. Because, I mean, is he really going to go up for 181? He has a better opportunity of going over 181 than he does getting the longest completion of 31. He's going to have to put it in the hands of somebody who's going to run 31 yards. Which could be done with, like, Juju. That's the only player over there that I really remember. I know of. Let's go check out Juju. He ain't playing much at all either. This might be the game he breaks out. Total 24 receiving yards. Or as longest at 12. He can do. He's done that this year. Most of the time he doesn't. That's a brand name right there as far as I know. You're going to get that many yards. It seems like Stevenson is getting more play. He is. And generally, if they run him, they run him 20 times tomorrow, he's going to get over 62 yards rushing. I like that better. Which I would imagine they would.
Why you say that?
Because they run him 20 times a game, for the most part. They're running him at least 10 times each game. And for the most part, if he runs 10 times in a game, he's going to get about 50 yards. So if they run him 20 times, he's going to get closer to 100. His line is at 62. And they're going to run him at least 9 times, from what I'm looking at. Go look him up here. He's got the plus EV going for under receiving yards, but I don't have that prop. Let's go see what other prop they got him on. I appreciate you hanging out with me, for real.
Yep.
So under on receiving, 22 receiving yards. Under on rushing yards. He's definitely not going to go under on 64 rushing yards. It's a 40%. 40%. He's gone under in the last 5 games 40% of the time. He's gone over 30%. Excuse me. He's gone over 65 yards 60% of the last games. So it's 53% implied odds. He's going to go at least 64 yards. That's the middle. That's the, when and he's been killing it the last 3 games. He did it against the Giants and Indiana, and he did it against, this is a crap team. Yeah, that sounds like the move. That sounds like we're going to take him on the over of 62. then I could go back to the video. I'll probably will. I don't want to play it. Let's see here. Let's check Herbert. Right. Chai Jays. Justin Herbert. See if he's even a prop on this app. He is for 246. He's right on the, basically most books have him at 246. He has 23 completions. I don't even think he'll hit, or he'll probably get close to that. Rushing yards, longest pass attempts. I don't even think he'll hit pass attempts. I don't think he'll need to pass that much. I think he'll run more, or they will run the ball more. Okay, so basically about 65% in completion percentage. He averages about, was that about 200 yards a game ish? The last 5 games. He's got positive EV on the under. That's a 40 expected value. But 9 times out of 10, this guy is going to pass over 200. Let's see, what's his passing yards? Got him at. I got him at 245, which in my mind he'll hit that because last 10 games he's done over that 60% of the time. Rushing yards, they have him at 16 for rushing yards. And that is the best prop, actually, I think, because they have him going 54%, 80% of the time he's getting at least over 14 yards in rushing. But that's like if he gets sacked. Green Bay, he ran for 73. He played Baltimore, he ran for 47. He played Detroit, he ran for 15. These are against good teams. So, the Raiders, Dallas, when he played against KC, he didn't run out of the pocket. When he played against Chicago, he didn't run too much. When he played against Minnesota, he didn't run too much. Or maybe he ran after getting sacked a few times. The line movement so far has gone on the under. Yeah, they've been lowering it. Like he's not going to run. So that may not be the prop. We might want to just stick with the passing part. For him going over, he goes over 60% of the time. We're looking at, he's got to put up, he puts up. But here's the only thing. Not going against a great team to keep him out there. He's going to put up easily over 250 yards, we'll say. He'll easily do that. This New York Jets, he only had 30 attempts. Obviously ran the ball more because he wasn't hitting his marks, wasn't hitting his targets. Jets defense are doing something over there. Normally he's throwing the ball about 40 times, let's say about 30, let's just say 37 times a game. When he does, he's putting up at least 250 yards or more. He'll probably hit that mark. What else we got? Long completion, pass attempts. So pass attempts is where I want to go with. I'm going to say we'll go under that because if he's hitting the mark, He's getting touchdowns. If he's out in the field only spending 2 sets of downs to get the touchdown, let's go see. Let's see what they think the score is. Okay. And they think the Chargers will win by 5. They think the score is going to be more than likely. They think it's going to be under 40. So if it's under 40. That's roughly 6 touchdowns, and the Chargers get 4 of them. 3 to 4 of them. Or really, it's probably going to be more or less like they've gone on the over when it comes to the 40. So let's just say 7 touchdowns, and Chargers will get 4 of those 7 touchdowns to beat the Patriots. But does that mean that he's going to throw 4 touchdowns from, from like basically from inside the 20, from inside, the other team's 20, where he's getting 80 yards each possession? He does that, he's going over for sure. That's really the way to go. How many completions will he get? They got him for 34 and a half pass attempts and then 23 and a half completions, which I think that's probably the best prop, to be honest. Because if he's throwing it at least 35 times, he's more than likely he's getting 65% of those. And he throws on average about 37 times. And he usually hits this mark. Only twice in the last 5 games has he gone under, 20-something completions. That's all if he has to throw that much. If he doesn't have to, then it's not going to happen. So yeah, I'm going to say he's going to go over on pass attempts. He's going to get at least 35 pass attempts. Yeah, all right. Let's see. How many do I have? That's 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oof, and that took what, another 20 minutes? All right, so dang, we done been through all the 1 o'clock games. Been through all of them.
That's good.
All right, so let's go to the Panthers and Buccaneers. We'll go through Panthers, Buccaneers. We'll go through. That's the game to watch right there. The San Francisco 49ers, we're not going to go through that because I don't even want to try and deal with that right now. Jaguars, Bengals. That's actually every game after 1 o'clock are going to be the games to watch, basically, except for the Browns and the Rams. Even then, that's still going to be a pretty good game. Decent, unless somebody's. But everyone knows, man, San Fran and the Eagles. That's going to be the one to watch. So, all right, you pick. What do you want to look at? The Panthers, Buccaneers. Browns and Rams. What's up? What'd you say?
I figured Chiefs and Packers.
Want to look at that? Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, that ain't no sense in looking at the what is it?
Carolina Bucks. Ain't no sense in looking at 49ers and Eagles. That's there. I'll be looking too deep into that.
I mean, no, that's going to be the game to watch. But
Yeah.
as far as
let's make sure we watch that.
About, yeah, whoever the Bucks were playing.
Actually, in fact, if you want, here, I'll go look it up now. Let's go see if we can find that game tomorrow. If we have worst case scenario, we go hit a bar and watch that.
Panthers game. That's a joke too.
Now I'm just saying, you want to go watch this Philly 49ers game tomorrow, or what?
You could.
Let's go see.
I'm really trying to catch a movie.
Yeah, you can still catch a movie. Either way, before or after. It doesn't tell you what station it's on, but be able to find it. That's the game to watch, though. So you said look at Panthers Bucks. Yes.
Panthers Bucks. Because I mean, Bucks got that. So I mean, what are you looking at?
All right. Well, what game we said look at? We got 4:00 games. We got Cleveland and the Rams. Browns, Rams, Panthers, Bucks. Then obviously 49ers, Eagles. Just like I said, I'm going to go watch that. And then Kansas and Green Bay. You got a preference or no?
What, 4:00 game?
Yeah. So I mean, I was going to pick Browns because, like I said, I don't want to get into the Eagles and the 49ers. You don't want to get into the Bucks and the Panthers because you're like the Bucks got that, which might be the easier props to find. Then we have Rams in Cleveland. So we'll go into that.
I figure, I mean, if you want to do that for that particular reason, yeah.
You know, I like Stafford. I know you like Stafford. We got Kua. Let's go ahead and see if they even got props for that. They do. Stafford's up there for 216. They don't have Kua. What the heck? They got Kua. Oh, they do have Kua. Then I know they got some Cleveland stats. Let's go with it. They got a lot over there. Actually, more than what I was thinking. They got both the running backs from them. They got 2 wide receivers and a tight end, 3 wide receivers and a tight end. They got Flacco over there. But it's funny because on the app they got Flacco as the QB, but on ESPN they have Dotson. And then so this is a great example for using another website. Let's go look up its lineups to see see who can tell is starting. Lineups is let you know who's starting and stuff. Basically, get a great place for injury reports and a bunch of other stuff. There's the rosters and basically who's going to start the game. Cleveland Browns look like they're ready to win. Yes, they are. Somewhere in going to be between 39 and 40 as far as the points over under. Yeah, looks like the Browns going to lose by a field goal. Oh, it was interesting because it opened. The Browns are going to win by a field goal. Currently, it looks like they're going to lose by a field goal. Interesting. Well, that's going to be the defense that's going to win that game. But I don't want to pick Flacco because we don't know if he's going to start. Because, you know, ESPN says that Dotson's going to start, and this app says that Flacco's going to start, and I don't really like this app, so I'm not going to pick Flacco. Matthew Stafford, we're going to look at him. We could look at Nakua. Rushing for Joe Ford and whoever Williams is, Kyron Williams. All right, let me get back into it. So let's
see. USOB. That's right.
What?
You won the race.
Matthew Stafford has positive EV under for his under 219, under 219, 53% chance. But he's done that 40% of the time in the last 5 games, 20% in the last 10. As far as going over 219 in passing yards, 51% implied odds. But he's gone over 60% of the time in the last 5 games, 80% of the time. That looks like the prop to take when it comes to Matthew Stafford. But he's going to go in here and crush it. Oh, and they got him at 216. That sounds like the move to me. I really want to take the over on that. Let me go look deeper. Oh, yeah. That's a really close line. He's definitely going to get closer to 200 than not. But he's playing against the Browns. Their defense. Let's check their pass rush. Or their passing. They only allow 142, so he's probably going to go under. That's why the EV's there. This is Matthew Stafford, though. Interesting. The EV's on the under. So maybe pass attempts and completions are the better props to look at. Go ahead and add those in there. Pass attempts, pass completion, passing yards. All for Stafford. What's the best prop? Over 19 pass completions. Under 31. Yeah, that's the prop I'm going to take. Because they have him under 30. They have him for 31 over here. Or no. No. Under 31 pass attempts. They don't have. Oh, no, they do have. Under 1.5. 53% implied odds. 80% chance that he's going to do that. I'm going to go with that. So under 31.5 pass attempts from Matthew Stafford. Sounds like there'll be more running in the game. But I'm going to take that.
So you're going to take the under on that?
I'm going to take the under on pass attempts for Matthew Stafford.
Why is that?
Because that's
never mind. Stat says he will be under.
Yeah. But that's an 80% chance. That 20% is huge. That 20% is huge, man. That's a huge 20%. But that's an 80%, in the last 5 games. 40% in the last 10. So that's something to think about. He might have done that in the last 5 games. So let's go look at the last 10 games. The last 10 games, he's gone way over that. He's gone. He passed 55 times against San Francisco, against Seattle, against Cincinnati. And he's going up against the #1 defense. So he's probably going to pass more. Even though the value is on the over or the under, he's probably going to pass more. Because he's not going up against any bad defense. Like, he didn't have to pass against Arizona. He didn't have to pass against Pittsburgh, and they're not that bad, but their defense is in Cleveland. Dallas has a good defense. Make sure I'm talking right. Yep. And he still passed under on that defense. Seattle, I don't know how their defense is. I don't think it's that good. Yeah, it's not. He went under. But so basically, when he did go under, he only went under against Dallas. And that's the best defense that he went under against. Even with Seattle, which is ranked 23 out of 32 teams, he still had to pass at least 30 times. So against Cleveland, he's probably going to pass more. It's not like their running back is fantastic. Plus, he went up against Arizona and passed 33 times against Arizona, and their defense is what? Way low. No, they're in the middle of the yard. We said that. So, yeah, he's going to pass more. He's going to at least attempt more than 30 passes. If he holds the ball that long. Yeah, so only 40% of the time is he's gone under. But that's where the value's at. Which isn't really I'm gonna go with the over though. Because he's gonna pass. He's gotta pass. He's going against Cleveland. Listen, let's see. We'll see here. How does their rushing look? Rushing offense, rushing yards per game. Let's go look at rushing attempts per game. For Los Angeles Rams, they rush 26 times a game. We're going to go look at how often they pass, which is obviously going to be about 32 times a game. For LA Rams, where are you? Charge LA Rams 34 times a game. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with he's going to go over that in attempts. He's going to hit about that. Okay, so far as Cleveland, got the wide receiver Tillman, got Moore, David, I can't pronounce his name, Kajoku or something, or Cooper. I think that's one of the targets, and obviously Jerome Ford. He's a bigger target. He's the running back there. Kareem Hunt. Receiving yards. They only have receiving yards and longest receiving yards for every receiver. So, we'll look up Cleveland player stats. We'll look up Tillman. That's the smallest line. Check Tillman. This dude has 7 receptions. He played 8 games, had 7 receptions. He only had 64 yards. 9.3 yards. Is that per carry? Per catch. As long as 23. He's been targeted 14 times. I don't know if my boy gonna get that many yards. I really don't think he will. Longest reception in 23. this point, I'm asking myself, how good is the Rams' passing defense? They give up 6.4 yards per pass. Give up 34 yards. Opponents attempt to pass against them at least on average 34. Give up 217 yards. Will pass a lot to them. They're gonna pass that much to Cedric Tillman. Are they gonna pass that much to Elijah Moore? I don't think they will. Go check up Elijah Moore. Go straight here. Elijah Moore. Cedric Tillman. Gonna go look up. Receiving yards and receptions. Well, all we have to do is look up receiving yards, I think. Yeah, receiving yards. Could look up their long. You have that? Longest reception. Okay, so Cedric Tillman has an 80% chance. Well, in the last 5 games, which is like, it looks like that's all he's played is the last 5 games. Yeah, only time he's gone over is in the game against Denver last week. Only time he's gone over when it comes to the longest reception he's had. So he has an 80% chance of going under based on the last 5 games. Implied odds is 52% chance he's going to go under. Cedric Tillman, he has a 55% chance of going under 19 yards total receiving. They got him at 18.5, which let's check and see if they bumped that line down. They did. Some people believe he's going to go over. Opened to 19.5, went down to 19.5, and then went back up to 19.5 because dude got 55 yards receiving his last game against Denver, which means they are using him. So they'll probably use him again. But the positive EV is on him going over. That might be a 49% chance, but it's a pretty close. That's where the EV's at. Sounds pretty good. And 12 yards in reception, or it's just over under 19 yards in receiving. No, he got that 55 last week, man. Are they gonna use him like that? They didn't use him against Baltimore. Heck, they even barely used him this whole year. Check Elijah Moore. He's been used a lot more. My dude almost always goes under or over. 60% of the time, he's going over 35 yards receiving. Head to head here, nope. And the head to head here either. Yeah, I think Elijah Moore will go over. What other props? I think he will go over. Let's see. David, I can't pronounce his name. Njoku. Yeah. Joku? Yep. Okay. So over 45.5 receiving yards has a 53% applied odds. Last 5 games, he's done that 80% of the time. In the last 10 games, he's done that 70% of the time. That sounds like the prop I want to go with. He's going to get over 45 yards. Barely gotten over that. He's barely gotten over that. But I like it. Gotten it more or less than, yeah. He didn't get it a lot in the beginning of the season, but they're using him more. So yeah, I'm gonna use that. Use that prop there. Submit it.
So who do you like out of what are your props for the Colts Titans game?
Colts Titans. Did I do that? Oh, I got Pittman going over 67.5 receiving yards, and I got Derrick Henry going over 80 receiving and rushing yards. Okay, so 2 more. I'm gonna call it. 2 more, and I'm gonna call it.
You said Derrick Henry is gonna have all-purpose yards.
I took him over. All right, so to keep this easy, I'm gonna go to Panthers Bucks. That's like, kind of a no-brainer there. Another no-brainer kind of game.
In the Falcons, what do you think about Riddler going over or under on passing yards?
If I took him, let me see. I don't know if I did. I didn't take him. I'm looking at. Oh no, I took him for over. I took him over passing yards.
Took him over on passing yards? Or?
Yeah. Against the Jets, I took him over. Which, like, I don't know. Second thought, it's because he's going up against the Jets. I'm like, I don't know. But I took him over. Kind of stuck with that. Could do it. Let's go look up Panthers Bucks. I should be just going by the players themselves, not the games. Of course, I'm going to go by the games. Some games you just won't mess with.
So you ain't messing with the Falcons game, it sounds like.
Not tonight. I'm going to actually look at, I'm going to go with Adam Thielen, the Panthers Bucks. Look him up. That's the guy they go to. He's 40% chance of going over in the last 5 games. In the last 10 games, he's gone over that 60% of the time. He has 53% implied odds. Going over 60 yards. He went against Tennessee, he only had 2 yards. Against Dallas, he still had 74. They worked him. Chicago, he didn't do it. Indiana, he didn't do it, but all before. So it's like he's almost on a down. Maybe he has a bounce back. But, based on stats, if he doesn't bounce back this game, he's going to bounce back next game. That prop line opened up at 61.5. Then it went down by 2. Then it went up by 1. Then down by 1 and up by 1. So it's sitting at 60. Well, he's going to get about 60 yards. He's going to go over or under it. And based on stats, he's going to go under it. And based on the last 5. Based on the last 10, he's going to go over it. on his last 5 games, he's only gone over that mark twice. Last 10, he's gone over that mark, 6 times. It's a bounce back game for him. What? You know what I mean? Come on, go back. It's a bounce back game from him, what? Feeling, is this a bounce back game for you or what? Good go with Chuba Hubbard. I'm gonna go look at Chuba. Receiving yards and rushing yards. What props do they got there? Yeah, rushing yards. Then they have them for receiving yards and all-purpose yards. Basically, the line, 60% chance of going over 144. That's where the value's at. You could probably go over. Him going under, 40% chance in the last 5 games, 60% chance in the last 10. Look at the over.
So you just looking at.
Finish your statement. Okay. Finish your statement or what?
I was gonna say I'm watching a YouTube video, but so you basically just go through each prop and just kind of pick and choose which one you think you're even gonna place in.
Yeah, I go to the game. And then I go to the game. I go to the players. I go to the game. The players I like, and then from there I pick their props. I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, it sounds simple, but it's just, of course, it's still 50-50 in a guessing game. When it comes to football, it's all about passing and running the ball each way. So, pass yards, rush yards, touchdowns. These are the stats that make up winners and losers. Basketball, it's passing, rebounding, assists, and points. Hockey, it's goals, which assists lead to goals, and then saves from the goalie, blocks from the defenders. You know what I mean? These are the props that are guaranteed to be there. So you go with those props. And the thing is that not like I explained to you before, not every sports book has the same props. Sometimes they cut out props they know they're going to lose on. Some sport books take those risks and they're like, you think this is going to happen or not? Because it may not happen, even though it's happened so many times before. Like taking Giannis. I can't pronounce his last name out of Bunku. I don't know how you say his last name, but taking Giannis to shoot, they'll put Giannis to shoot at least 1-3 per game. Will he go over it or will he go under it? Most of the time he don't shoot a 3, but every time he's playing a weak team, he's pulling up on them. You know what I'm saying? And he may do it, and that may be the only 3 he takes in the game. He hits it. They don't do it often. So they put that prop up there. Some sports books never put it up there. So right now, I'm still looking at the Carolina game. And when I'm going now, looking at the Buccaneers defense. And actually, I'm just going to look at them overall. Actually, what am I doing? Team stats. Defense. Defensive, I'm going to go with passing yards because I'm looking at passing yards per game. Tampa Bay, they're 31. They give up a lot of passing yards. So now that I know Tampa Bay gives up a lot of passing yards, I'm going to go look at their their rushing here in a second. But now that I know Tampa Bay gives up a lot of passing yards, so it's the second worst in the league, I'm going to pick, receivers and the quarterbacks from the other team because I think they'll do well against the worst team in the league, if you will. So rushing yards, Tampa Bay's not that bad. They're not as bad. They're not last. That really. They're number 9. They give up less than 100 rushing yards per game. So I'm not going to pick the running back from the other team. You know what I mean? I'm going to go look at the quarterback, which is, what's his name? Something Bryce, something Bryce. It's funny because I was looking at the running back, Chuba Hubbard, and now I'm not going to look at him because they're not going to give him. They may give him 60 yards, which I think the line is set at, but Adam Thielen, is who I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at, what's his name? Bryce Young. That's his name. Look at Bryce Young. Passing yards. I'm actually going to go back to the book and look and see what props they have. And they have them for basically over 194 passing yards, 20 completions, 11 in rushing. Is he going to, his longest pass is it'll be over 32 yards, and pass attempts will be 32, over 33 passing attempts. Right now, Outlier has Bryce Young's line at 192.5. And the sports book has it at 191, so that sounds like value to me. That one little yard. No, they have it at 93, which means it moved up, which a lot of people probably think he's going to get more. But on Outlier, it says there's a 60% chance that he's going to go under 192 against Tampa Bay. Because he doesn't go over 200 often. He's only going over 200 4 times this year. But he did it against Minnesota, Detroit, Miami, and Houston, which are way better teams than Tampa Bay. He didn't do it against Atlanta. He didn't do it against New Orleans. But let's go look as to why. You know what I mean? Did he beat those teams? They lost to Atlanta. They lost to New Orleans. That was at the beginning of the season. They lost to Seattle. They lost to... Yeah, he lost to Atlanta. He lost to New Orleans. He lost to Seattle. He lost to Detroit. And the thing is that those are better teams, and he did a better job against them. When it came to passing. Well, it looks like Dalton went against Seattle. Andy Dalton went against Seattle. I don't know if they started him or not. But Andy Dalton went against him, and Andy Dalton put up 300 yards. Still lost, but he put up 361 yards. Thielen has been catching the ball for him. He's been the highest receiver pretty much the whole season. Hubbard's been rushing his behind off. Young has been putting up yards. Against Tampa Bay, let's see. Against Tampa Bay, against the Houston Texans, he won. Young did, and he had 235 yards. So basically, what it's looking like, if Bryce Young wins, more than likely he's going to put up over 200 yards. He puts up close to 200 yards. So let's go see what the predictor is. It says he's going to lose. A 28% chance to lose, so he's probably going to pass his heart out. so he's probably going to throw up more passes. He's going to try to attempt more passes. That's a stat that sounds good to me now. He has attempted 35 pass attempts per game in his career. And, he's new. So, yeah, basically, dude throws the ball at least 30 times a game. On average, like I said, it said 35 times a game. So this prop says, will he throw it more than 31 times a game? Will he attempt, or 32 times? Tough call. Normally he does that. Normally he puts that up. And he's going against the worst pass defense. One of the worst pass defenses in the game. So, he has a good chance of putting up more. He has a good chance of putting up more yards against him. And he has a better chance of putting up more completions against him. And on average, he puts up more completions. So that sounds like with the one I'm probably going to go with. 20.5 completions. So unless, Tampa Bay's on their A game, their secondary's on the A game, he's going to get 20 completions whether he throws 30 passes or not. Because 61% of the time he's hitting. That's the stat I'm going to go with, that he's going to get over 20 completions. And then I'm going to go with Baker Mayfield on the other end. It's the other quarterback. That's the other person we're sure that's going to be in the game. Like I said, I'm just building out two mans with that. Hello? I think I lost you. Or you muted yourself, one or the other. Oh, somebody took off. Yeah. Yep, it's me. All right, y'all. It's just us. Exit this. Actually, should I close it out? Should I? Yeah, should. Wow, 7 people actually came in. 7, yeah, I guess. Pretty cool. 1 concurrent viewer. It wasn't me. Thank you for. I guess a lot of. Well, it's only 2%, but a lot of views. A lot of frames drop, but appreciate y'all. I don't even know if I'm going to save this. I'll probably keep it on there for a little baby bit. 50% implied odds. Let's go look at this. Done it 80% of the time. Okay, let's go check. Panthers defense against pass rush, passing defense. Okay. They're not bad. They don't. That's why the positive EV is there. Wow, they're number 4 in it. I don't think he'll get that. Closer. He's going to come in and tear that defense up. Which is what the odds say. So maybe more completions. Passing yards. Let's go check his completion. 40% to go over completions, 60% of the last games to go under. That looks like the prop right there. Positive EV over here, though. Oh, yeah, he's not going to hit that. He's going to go over. Yeah, but it's moved down, too. Let's go check this line. Yeah, it opened to 32 and it moved downward. A lot of people think he wouldn't hit 32. People are comfortable with around 220 plus, 225. Down a lot here. Interesting. So, got that in. Let's go ahead. Money up. Boom. This is number 9. I hope it's number 9. Wanted to put 20 up. I did. But man, this is going to be forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. Yeah. All right, we'll do one more. Go change the title. Which is, we're going to look at the game that I really want to look at. It's 5 in the morning. Jesus, man. We'll do this again. I'll be way more prepared. All right. So we got Brock. We got Jalen. Let's go with those guys. Start with Jalen. Why is it Jalen Carter? Also, GV's on the under 80%. That looks like the prop. Not going to get that many passes off. Opponent's rank is 30% chance of going under that, but 80% chance of going under 32. Well, that's pass completion. 60% chance of getting that. 100% chance he's done that. 100% chance. Yeah, positive EVs there, man. That's a no-brainer. I'm going to go there. All right. Jalen, where you at, my guy? Then I gotta put in 10 more. Oh wow. Let's see. Wow. 53% chance he's gonna go under that. Pass attempts, I really want. A second. I'll mute myself. unmuting the thing. It's funny. People actually, the one person came in and looked, but said I had 7 views for doing this, which is like amazing to me that people are actually looking at it. But actually, it's not. It's amazing that people are looking at me doing this versus, you know, whoever's big doing this. Someone who's got 100,000 plus subs. There'd have probably been at least 100. If you got 100,000 plus subs, there'd have probably been 300 people looking at him, looking up stats. I was gonna look at. Oh, I was gonna look at the defense of Philly. It's passing yards per game for Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles be giving up passing yards, man. You hand them over. They lay one of the worst ones. So defense. Go ahead. Yeah, Purdy's gonna put up yards against them for sure. So rushing yards per game, they only give up 85. But when it comes to the air, which everyone passes on them 64% of the time, 67% of the time, and they get 300 plus yards against them. Purdy can do that. Which is the other, Brock Purdy. He can put up 250 against you. So yeah, I'm going with the over. Positive EVs on the under for passing attempts, but I don't think he's going to go under. He's going up against this, basically the second best team in the NFL right now. One of them. They're not there. He's gonna work tomorrow. So go look up the player props. In particular, I'm gonna look up Purdy. Oh, I took the long route. But Brock Purdy and Purdy. How are you, buddy? There you go. And I'm going based off, like I said, the app I'm using. And they have passing yards, completion, rush yards, longest completion, and pass attempts. Which attempts, yards are kind of the easier things to look at. You know what I mean? Like with rushing yards, even though it's a smaller stat, that means if Philly's rushing all the time, how many times is Purdy going to get sacked for a loss of yards? That's really what we're thinking about when we're talking about that. Because if they're not wrapping Purdy up in the back, behind the line of scrimmage, he's gone. He's taken off. He's definitely going to get over, 10 yards in rushing. He might do that on one rush. You know what I'm saying? If they blitz and Purdy takes off, he's probably going to get 10 yards, especially if they do it twice. You know what I'm saying? Really, McCaffrey, that's another person you can look at too, because McCaffrey, that dude's an amazing running back. Like he's probably, I don't know, he's definitely top 10 running backs. Let's see where he's at. Yeah. Yeah, I'd take him because he is one of the best running backs in the NFL right now. McCaffrey's Fox Sports has him as number 1. Let's go look. I'd take him on rushing yards if I was going to take him because he'd be putting up 70 yards. And it's crazy because me telling you he's putting up 70 yards, that sounds like it's not a lot compared to what we used to hear. You know what I mean? We're used to Bo Jackson and Emmitt Smith putting up 200 yards on you on the ground. But now we don't know how exceptional that really was back then. You know what I'm saying? Because people back then were still doing Purdy numbers, and they were, they were overshadowed because you had someone like Bo Jackson, you had someone like Walter Payton, you had someone like Emmitt Smith. You know what I'm saying? You had someone like Barry Sanders, all at the same time. You know what I mean? Those 4 guys were getting it so good that there's no other running backs in the league, honestly, even though they're there. you know, You do have what was his name? He was the other dude over. What's his name? Something Allen. I want to say Ray Allen, but it's not it. He was behind Bo Jackson. He was fired too. Cannot think of his name. You know who I'm talking about. He was over there at L.A. And that's why they had really good game. But you know, they were super exceptional to be able to put up 100, 150 yards each game. That's why someone like McCaffrey, him putting up 80 yards in today's league is really exceptional because the game's changed. So most people ain't putting up 50, 60 yards a game if you're good as a running back. You're getting at least 5 yards a carry. They only giving you 10 carries. Back then in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, you're getting 20 carries a game. They're not doing that in this leagues now. So that's where tend to differ. So when I say that, him, and I'm sure that's what you might be thinking. I don't know. That's what I thought. And I'm like, oh man, this dude's only putting up 80 yards a game. Well, that's not exceptional. You look at everybody else, and you're like, oh no, he's actually outpacing everyone else. He's doing twice as much as most running backs in the league. You know? So that's really good. I've completely, let me retort. Let me step back because let me get this dude the props that's due to him. Anyway, let's see here. Still looking at the props. Oh no, I'm going with Brock Purdy's. What was the prop that looked good? Go under 32 pass attempts. That's positive EV. He's done that 100% in the last 5 games. 90% in the last 10 games. It's kind of a no-brainer. But it's a 51% implied odds there. Let's go take a look. Wow. But he's really close to 30 passes a game. The only time he had passed under 30 was against the Giants. Did he win that game? Not that it makes a difference. But is that why he had to pass more? One. But why did he have to pass more? Who was out that game? I'm pretty sure McCaffrey might have been out. Let's see. Was McCaffrey in that game? And McCaffrey's in this game, so he'll probably go under 30 passes. That's why the EV's there. Let's see. Oh, wait. I'm looking at a bunch of stuff. Actually, all right. Christian McCaffrey. Let's see this whole season. Not the last 5 games, but this whole game log. He was there against the New York Giants. He did run. He still put up 80 yards, 85 yards. Yeah. See, he's only gone under 80, basically 80 yards 4 times this season. That's because they rushed him less, except for once. When he went against Dallas, they rushed him 19 times. He still only got 51 yards. But the rest of the time, they're rushing him at least, let's say, 18 times. And he's getting 100, close to 100 yards, 80 yards. They run him 18 times. He's going to get on average, 5 yards a game. 5 yards a game per rush. So pretty good. That's average. Which is funny because that's like you were good back in the time I'm talking about. That's pretty much average. So he's good. And honestly, let's see. Money seems like it's under. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the under on him. 32 times. Under 32 times. That's where the money's at here. All right, this is the last prop I'm putting in on the stream, and I'm gonna call it quits. And I am tired. I don't even see. Is my headset working? I don't see. What the heck? No, I'm just looking at my stream. I don't see my thing working. Guess I'm gonna go back on. I don't see the mic working. I don't see the mic actually working. It's like it looks like it's like I'm not talking. But on the audio mixer, nope, I don't see it on the audio mixer either. It's crazy. You checking it now? So you hear me? So you hear me on the stream? Hmm. All right, well, I'm just gonna end it anyway because I don't see the stream. I don't see myself talking in the stream. Yo, hey, appreciate the like, whoever did that. Was that you? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing.